What's going on, VC, Joey Kimir? Cheers to the weekend. I know we're here to take a look at some records, but dude, this is a punk channel. I cannot just come bring my happy ass here, show some records and pretend everything is okay. It's not. I'm on edge with the current state of the fucking world. If you aren't subscribing by now, good for you. Move along with your fucking life. Nobody cares. That's how we got here with this idea of who cares? Who the fucking cares? Well, guess what? I fucking care. And you should care too. How the fuck we got to a point that we have someone, Sig Island, being mistaken by people justify, oh, that symbolizes a fucking spaceship that is gonna take us all to fucking Mars as a big, all happy family. You know? Fucking the new elected president already signing his executive orders for you to have your fucking lawns and dishes done by the Aryan nation. Huh? That's fucking great. In a purgatory. Sorry, man. I was trying start thinking about this list a couple weeks ago to do a best of 2024. You know, like, you know, is a tradition in the VC. But then the way life's happening, you know, and he's kind of taking a lot of joy out of even doing this, you know. Seems like I was thinking about how we got here politically and sociologically, and you can transport things to what happens in the vinyl community, and I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna explain to you. I love the vinyl community. There's so many channels out there. There, you know, some introduced me to great music. You know, even just hear the stance on things from some people, it was just absolutely spectacular and inspiring. And I noticed this trend maybe 6 months ago. It's like channels, they're gone, and they're gone because there's 1,000 views in a fucking video and there's 10 likes. If you watch this shit, just like this fucking shit or dislike it, so people can, you know, at least be aware that someone took the time to see what you're all about. Because nobody does this shit to not be seen. You know what I'm saying? It's just fuck. And I think the reason why we got here is because we become so fucking idiotic as a species. Is this crazy that we become so self-centered? You know, and we're fucking stupid. I consider myself a completely dumb fuck. You know, I cannot isolate myself. I cannot put myself aside of what the society that I live in is. I'm part of that fucking society. So I played some role in this bullshit, like you did. This is fucking crazy, bro. So I don't know what I mean by sharing this with you guys. I guess I just needed to fucking vent. Because it's crazy. It's fucking crazy. And this has nothing to do with Trump. He adds, you know, he adds to this, all this bullshit, but it's fucking insane. You know, it's fucking insane what's going on in the fucking world, and everybody, who cares? Who cares? Nobody cares. Guess what? I care. You should fucking care. You know, if your response to anything is who cares, you're not doing nothing for yourself or anybody else. You're just fucking existing. And I guess that's my punk rock rant for you. So let's take a look at some records. 2024, all these records that I'm about to show you guys, those are all the records I bought. They were either released or reissued in 2024. There's one missing. I was waiting. I was actually hoping they will be delivered today, but since the fucking LA fires, the fucking record is missed in action. It's in transit. It's been in transit for weeks. I don't know what happened to that motherfucking record. But anyways, you will be one of my favorite records, top 10 records, punk rock records from 2024. Is the female French band Alvilda. They plays very sweet, sugary, catchy power pop. That was it. Their record is not around yet. So I'm gonna start by showing you the singles. All the singles that I bought that were reissued or released in 2024. From Cleveland, Phoenix, Defnix. I don't know. I'm not fucking English or American. I'm Portuguese, so I don't know how to pronounce this shit. Classic KBD from 81 EP. What do you expect from Cleveland, 81? Punk, rock and roll, raw, with Iron Fist, classic shit. And also I'm showing all the records on alphabetic order, not rating from best to worst. Puncture, Mucky Pup, released on General Speech in 2024. This is originally, I think, 78 on Cherry Red, if I'm not mistaken. It's a well-known song made popularized by Exploited. They did cover Mucky Pup on Punk's Not Dead, and it is a banger. Bought this record at this show, Japanese band Thunder Roads, with Poison Boys from Chicago. So a split. It sounds exactly like it looks like. Funky, garagey rock and roll, and what better than a Japanese punk rock and roll band covering American roots? It's pretty good. My favorite EP, new EP. This is not a reissue. This is new release, such as Thunder Roads, Tickery. Really good. Really good. I do not speak Finnish, so I cannot have an opinion on the value of the lyrics. However, I can hear a switch on their sound, a little bit more polished, a little bit more for the masses, but still a banger. This is an excellent release. I was absolutely stoked on this. This is a reissue. This is not a reissue. This is actually the very first time this is released. This is the Irish band Teen Openers. They have a fantastic EP. These songs, I Don't Want to Be, and I Want You, they're originally released on the Shell Shock compilation, which is pretty much early punk from Northern Ireland. This is a banger right here. This was released by Fish and Chip Records from France. I think this came out like super early in the year, but this is excellent. And for the ones that know me, you guys know how much I like this show and band, The Unknowns. So they put out this also in the beginning of the year. I think January 2024, I bought this right away. Not disappointed, it's just a split to the band called The Prize, which is power pop from Australia as well. Female, male vocal trading. It's okay, poppy. Unknowns. Also, a little shift on the urgency of their sound, but I love the band. When I love a band, until they put out something that is absolutely horrible, I will always support them. Okay. Now, reissues. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I bought 8 LPs, reissues. Starting with, from Sweden, BZXB. This is a reissue of their first LP, and it is this is a band that all, among with a couple more that I'm about to show. This is one of those bands that kind of they helped the within the Swedish punk to make the transition between the classic 77 punk to the early stages of hardcore. This is a cultish release for fans of that kind of sound. This came out. This was co-released with Uproar and Puke and Vomit. Stoked on this. Nothing fancy. All the Puke and Vomit releases are not fancy at all. It's all about the music. So, but they do release shit with the original artwork, which I do appreciate. Next one I bought, and I'm so stoked I bought this. I didn't need to buy this record. I do have an original copy of this. But I saw this shit for $19.99, $20. I was like, fuck, $20. I'm gonna grab this because you cannot buy a record for $20 anywhere these days. So this is the Cry's debut of Falling from 1984. But this came out on Cleopatra this year. Pink. A limited edition of 300 copies. $20. Couldn't pass on this. This is absolutely classic Southern California punk album. Everything about this record screams California. This is an absolute classic, and truth to be said, one of the best attempts to cover Dead Boy's Sonic Reducer ever. So another co-release from Puke and Vomit and Burning Heart. This is a banger. Another Swedish band, KSMB, which stands, I don't remember what this stands for, but this is great, man. This is he has their debut album called Action almost in its entirety, plus some early releases. This band became huge, even apart from punk. This evolved to become a big band. But this is absolute banger. Again, a band like in between the 77 and the early 80s, making their bridge without new wave elements. Classic. I would recommend this one. This one I showed on one of the videos that I've done before. I think I did it maybe my punk tag. So Legal Weapons, No Sorrow EP, reissue, my favorite reissue of the year, banger. Bought this one for one song only, but you gotta buy this for one song only, because if you you love the Stiffs as much as I do, this record is worth it to buy it only for the song Brookside Riot Squad. And that's why I bought this record, because the song in here is the song in here. If you're familiar with this Captain Oi singles collection, and the Brookside Riot Squad is so much tougher, so much punk. It's punchy. The single is kind of weak, more power popish. So I think the version here is the version here. I cannot tell the difference. Is listed as the Piccadilly Radio Session. Banger. Bought this record only for a song, because of one song, and I'll encourage you to do the same. The Stiffs. Another Swedish banger, TST or the Shock Treatment. Banger here. Alert, again, is an Uproar PNV co-release, and this has their amazing debut plus the mini LP Sweden, which I think is like their third EP. This is excellent. And finally, I got my hands on this banger, a reissue 2020. This is all 2024 reissues. Varals mini LP. This was reissued 2 years ago with the same cover, same artwork. This is a fold out poster. Sounds amazing. I couldn't get a hands on that 2 years ago. I think there was only 100 made. I think there's 200 made of this. But yeah, finally got this one. Stoked on it. And I bought this one too because he has a couple extra tracks. This is the West Boys, 92, 93, French oi band, phenomenal band. You know, if you think this new gen of French oi is something stratospheric, it's because you don't know these guys. Banger, yes. So he's he has a couple extra tracks. Yeah, he has one, two, like 8 extra tracks. No, 4 extra tracks. Ripper. I know this video is gonna be shit because I feel like shit about the shit we got. It seems like we're gonna have to endure. Okay, no particular order. 2024 releases that I bought. It's gonna be pretty similar to 2023. The Chisel, a banger. I don't know why this record is not talked. This is better than Retaliation. Retaliation had so much coverage. This is a fucking banger. The song Cry Your Eyes Out. The song Cry Your Eyes Out. The lyrics of Cry Your Eyes Out are probably, it's not probably, it's, in my mind, is the best songwriting that I heard in fucking at least 15 years. Banger. Chisel. Chubby and the Gang. We're doing this again. Alphabetical order. Chubby and the Gang. Not as good as Speed Kills. Better than the previous. I appreciate how Chubby experiments, does these things. It's a great record. Don't sleep on it, because in 10 years from now you will regret. Excellent. To Be Young and There's a Devil in the Jukebox. Those are two highlights, two punkers from here. From France. Queer album. If you like the first one, you'll love this one as well. Very similar. I mentioned in a previous video, don't feel like he has that element of surprise that the first did, but nevertheless, this is great. Don't sleep on it. Let me turn that cassette around. Banger hit alert. Hispanic hardcore proper, Muro, Nuevo Dogma. This is a brilliant record. If you're familiar with their first work, they just elevated 10 notches here. Way more complex. There's more elements of UK 82 that were brought into this. This is a banger. We gotta listen to believe it. Muro. Yeah, this makes my top 4 of the year for sure. Muro, Nuevo Dogma. Next one was a gift, DCLT from Tommy. Excellent surprise, Finnish band called Random Crashes. Sure, this already, no birthday party. This is excellent, man. These guys, it's like they spent they listen to a lot of Adolescents. They listen to a lot of Orange County early hardcore. It's on point. This record, in my mind, this could be a record that could have came out maybe like 85, Southern California. Very, very good. I was very surprised by the quality of this sound, resembling Southern California hardcore, done this way, in particular by a foreign band, a Scandinavian band in this case. Highly recommend. A ripper of a record, Ryan Kidd, dead in Memphis. This is a rock and roller for rock and rollers. Excellent. Ryan, Mika, Dr. October, and Marky Ramone. they deliver here. This is excellent. This is excellent. If you're sleeping on this, it's gonna be another one that, as the time goes by, you will regret it. Excellent. Oi, a lot of Overdrive. Another. There's 1,000 bands these days. Oi bands these days sounding the same. I bought this record because it cost me $10. And I'm glad I did because it's a record that I listened to. This song alone, Saboteur, is worth the $10. This came out on Beach Impediment Records. This one, in the other end, it's a fantastic record. The Slads, Tough Times. This compiles the first 2 demo cassettes. This is a must-have. Excellent. This is one of those bands. They sound better than what they look. No offense, guys, but this record is really good. There's some songs that really resonate with you. There's some really memorable melodies in here. The Slads, excellent. Almost got away without showing sloppy seconds. I was in my 2023 video. I tagged one of the questions was to a record that you were excited about. That was in the works. It was a sloppy seconds works record, but I was not expecting to be a B-sides collectible rare stuff. I was hoping for originals. Nevertheless, they put out some bangers in here. This record alone is just the cover of McFerrin and the Deviants, Let's Loot the Supermarket, and the acoustic version of Human Waste is worth it to pick this up. Sloppy Seconds. Again, a record that for many is the best record that came out in 2024. Genres apart, the split system, and rightfully so. Riff-crazed Australian punk. It's a good description by Goner. This is brilliant. Fantastic. I don't know if they're going to be able to keep up, to follow up this, but banger. And last but not least, I already showed this as well, Subdued, Abattoir, Anarcho-Punk Revival from UK. This record could have came out in 82, 83 on Crass Records or Mortar Hate, whatever. It's absolute banger. This is the best of 2024, according to my purchases. Man, I really hope they're here, at least in this social media platform. We continue to support each other, find, a way to communicate and to, give us some, emotional, psychological energy for us to keep on moving forward. And then I hope next time I'm here I'm not so on edge. I just wanted to do a video. I know this one is kind of shitty, but doesn't matter, man. I appreciate you all. Like, subscribe, dislike. Just don't be indifferent. Guys, take care. Cheers.